Hi, my name is Kat, and I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy on August 8th, 2018. I had a high starting weight of 370 pounds. My program required me to lose 40 pounds before I could schedule my surgery, and my day of surgery, which was August 8th, I was 320 pounds, so I had lost 50 pounds prior to surgery. And then so 1 year, and God knows, I can't count. I'll have the month in the title, but so where I am now, I think is it 1 year, 5 months, 4 months, 5 months, September, October, November, 4 months. 1 year, 4 months. My current weight is 300 and no, wow, 202 pounds. So that is a loss since last month. Last month when I have my records on my phone and now I can't do it. So last month at this time I was 204.6 pounds. Today I'm 2.2, so that's a loss for the month of 2.6 pounds. Not a great amount. Am I happy? No. Have I gone wacko this month? Yeah, this past month I went much higher. I think I was up to 209. And there was some bad eating involved in that. But some of it I just don't know. So it wasn't all bad eating. But my lowest I've been is 201.8. I would really love, it's arbitrary, and I try not to, I set goals to try to achieve, not set goals to punish me if I don't achieve. But my goal for the end of the year is I would like to be under 200. So that would be a loss of a little over 170 pounds, which would be great. I lost 100 in my first year. Well, it's not even my first year. I guess that would be my first 6 months. Well, no, because that counted the 50 pre-surgery. I don't know. Anyway, last year, completely, in 2018, I lost 100 pounds. So this year I would like to lose the 70 pounds and get under 200. It's a huge mark, and I've been like hovering in the 200s for a little while. I like the below 210 for at least 2 months, I think. And I would really like to just break through. That would be very nice. The holidays were interesting. Like I said, I have had some crazy eating. One particular thing was just I went out to grab something. I think I've talked about it before, but I have for breakfast I have steak with blue cheese mustard. And I originally came across the idea of blue cheese mustard because Trader Joe's had a holiday thing that I did not know was a holiday thing. And I got it and I tried it. I had it for a while, and I ended up trying it after the holidays. So when I went to get more, it was all gone. So then I started making it. And I will say that I think I like the one I make a little bit better because it's come back in stock, and I've tried it, and it's good. It's still good. And I bought 10 bottles of it. My husband thought it was wacky. But I do like it, and I like not having to make it. But I think I will do a mixture. I was going to just buy so much that I'd have it all year. But I think that I am going to still go back to making it because I like being able to vary the intensity, and I use a very nice, I get high quality blue cheese at Trader Joe's and mix it with heavy cream and some mustard, and it's I can vary the sharpness. It's a little sharper when I use the one from Trader Joe's, but it's still good. But anyway, so that was supposed to have come back in stock in November, and I went to my Trader Joe's, and it wasn't there. And I just got sort of hangry, I guess. I don't know. Because I then picked up several other things that I used to get from Trader Joe's. Like I got the corn pudding, which I loved before. There's a special kind of holiday cookie, the German holiday cookie that they have, and I have no idea how to pronounce it. but it's sort of like a cakey cookie that is glazed, and or they have ones with chocolate on it. So I got that, and I got birthday cake popcorn. Got a whole lot of things I shouldn't have had. And I ate it over like 2 days. So not the best plan. I gained some weight, and then I've lost that weight that I gained. And now I'm trying to get back on. I just sort of decided that if there's something very special that I want for the holiday, I will let myself have a sensible amount, just so I can not feel deprived. Because when I feel deprived, then I get. But I'm trying not to let, the inner child in me fights back. But honestly, I have enough sugar-free treats that I should not necessarily feel deprived. So it's got to be something that's particular to the holidays that I need. But yeah, it doesn't have to be anything, like I don't, like anything that I can get year round or something like that, I just leave it alone. And popcorn I'm trying to stay away from again, because it's a problem for me. Yeah, I am doing mostly well. I have been going to the gym for a while. I had this weird thing. Okay, this is something that I talked about I asked about in my support group, and I heard, and it is something that is possible, but it isn't not necessarily something common. I carry a lot of my weight, and you can see when you see my pictures at the end, you'll see that I carried a lot of my weight in my hips, my lower stomach, and my thighs, and my legs in general. So I have been excited because I've gotten down to the point where some wide calf boots that I've gotten do fit me now, which they didn't fit me. Like I used to get the super, super, super wide calf boots and have to send them back because they just didn't fit. My calves were beyond what they say calves should be, I guess. But anyway, I had kept a couple of pairs that I liked that as I started to lose weight, I'm like, oh, maybe these will fit. And I now have a pair of boots in black and a pair of boots in brown, and I'm very excited about that. And they both fit, so that's great. But I woke up on actually Black Friday, and I stepped out of bed, and my left leg, which is not I've had some problems with my right knee, and that was when I was walking with a cane, back when I was my heaviest. It was always my right leg was the worst. My left leg was not great, but my right leg was the worst. But I put weight on my left leg, and I almost fell down, and it was so fucking painful. Sorry. It was very painful. And it felt like, it was weird because I don't often have that much pain without a instigating incident. Like an incident that I remember, oh, I hurt myself doing this and now it hurts more or whatever. But I had no memory of actually hurting myself. I got out of bed and it hurt. And I realized that I had twisted my knee in the night, and I have now 4 cats, and they sleep on the bed, and some of them are very heavy, and they like to sleep on and between my legs, so it sort of locks my legs in. So I must have twisted my leg in the middle of the night, and it was really bad. I took pain pills. I did everything I could. I tried putting a brace on it. It kind of made it worse. It felt like it was the back of my leg, and that's weird, because usually my pain for my knee is under the patella and near the front and feels tender and swollen, and this just felt stretched out or twisted, or something was just wrong. So I was like, well, this is Black Friday. Nobody's, there's no doctor that I can go to, like regular doctor that I can go to until Monday. And it's like, do I want to go to the emergency room? It just seemed like it would be a crazy thing. I'd be waiting there forever. I just didn't want to do it. So I mostly stayed off the leg. I did do some walking because we wanted to, there was some stuff I had to do. But most of the time I tried to sit and keep the leg very much in correct position. And it felt better when I did that. And finally, near the end of the day, I felt, I'm going to say about 80% better, 80-90% better. I could walk. I was okay. So the next morning when I was sleeping, I was really trying to, keep my leg in line. And the next morning I woke up and something happened. I twisted something and I felt it like starting to hurt. And I'm like, okay, no, get everything back in line, kick the cats off the bed if I have to. So I woke up and when I stood up, I had a little twinge of pain from that twist, but not a lot. And I asked in the support group, is it possible that after surgery your ligaments are stretched or something weird could happen? And what our group leader said is it's not common, but since I did carry a lot of weight in my legs, fat is a stabilizer. Fat in there, like I may have just stretched out my ligaments and now, just slowly over the years, and now that fat is going away, those ligaments are loose and more goosey. Like it's, so I took last week off of the gym because I had been, I've been going and I've been pushing myself and I want to get back to it. But I wanted to just give myself a little bit of time to, heal up and be aware of what's going on. Using a brace doesn't really help. It's something, and then pressing on it, kind of hurts. So not sure what to do. I was told, oh, go back to physical therapy, and I do not love physical therapy, and the reason why is I've been in physical therapy for a lot of time, and most of the time they just try to make you strengthen, they make you try to strengthen muscles, and my muscles have always been strong. The problem is that I was carrying just too much weight, and I know that, like when my last, push right before I had my surgery, they sent me, and it's like they didn't even, I was sort of pissed off because the physical therapy guy did not touch or probe my leg to try to see like what was going on or order x-rays or anything. He just started saying, okay, well, these muscles need to be strengthened. It's like, how do you know? You haven't even seen me do any of those exercises. You didn't put through me tests to say, okay, well, these are the muscles that work. Let's see how strong you are. He just said, well, these are the exercises you need to start doing. So I was a little frustrated with that, and I, just sort of fell off of it, and I'm like, I'm just going to lose the weight, and that's going to help, and that has helped a lot. But now I've got this sort of instability thing, which makes me nervous. And I have wondered, like, because my knees still do hurt some, like, is it going to be something that I'm going to have to correct with surgery or something like that? And I'm like, oh, I'm not happy about that idea, but I am aware that it's a possibility. Anyway. So yeah, my food has pretty much been normal. I discovered something called carnivore loaf, which we made over the holiday weekend, which is basically, it's not meatloaf, even though it is a loaf of meat. It is meat, eggs, and pork rinds, crushed pork rinds, mixed together, and you can do any meat, but I used pork because it was, similar to pork rinds. And basically you separate the yolks and the egg whites. You put the yolks into the meat, mix that together, and then whip till stiff peaks the whites, and then fold that in gently. Then add the crushed pork rinds, and then cook it for like an hour at 360. It's a pound of meat, 6 ounces of pork rinds, and 8 eggs. So it is kind of like bread. It's like bread if you haven't had bread for over a year, which is the situation I'm in. It's more bready than meaty, but not really either. But it is very hearty, and I was doing that with some cheese, and it was very good. Yeah, I liked that. It's kind of like a grilled cheese, but not. But anyway, so that's where I am. I have stumbled into a, it's funny because now that I'm losing my weight, I'm sort of like having fun getting clothes again, which I haven't, for a long time. Clothing shopping wasn't fun. I liked doing it, but it was very hard. Now I can shop at most stores. I have found that I love Uniqlo. And I've also found that I have always been a thrift store person. When I was little, really we couldn't afford a lot of stuff, so we shopped at thrift stores and made clothes. And that's when making clothes was the cheaper option, which honestly, it's not anymore. Fabric is more expensive than clothing. And I do know people who thrift clothing just to get material to make other things at home. I'm not really that person, and I sort of want to be kind to people like me who are bigger, who are looking for pre-made clothes, because usually you buy something in a large size, you have more fabric to cut it down. But anyway, but I found this website that is very dangerous for me called ThreadUp, THRED UP .com, and it is it's cool because it's an online thrift store, and you can send clothes in, which is great. And I wish I'd known this before, because I would have sent a lot of my clothes in. But if you have nice clothes that's in good condition, like I've been trying to sell some of it on Mercari, and I've managed to do some. But this is, you send a bag in, and I haven't done it yet. I'm in the process of getting a bag to send in, so I'll let you know how that works out. But you send in your clothes, and they sell them on the site, and they take pictures and everything. But then you can also buy things on the site. But it's nice because it's, good for the planet and all of that. And I am definitely for that. And I just like I like the culture of thrifting. But I've found some cool stuff. I've gotten, a lot into wanting to cosplay. I've always wanted to cosplay. But it's just, it's just very pricey, and it's also, hard when you're bigger. It's just, you don't feel like you look like the characters that you do. So, I've been gathering clothes that I can see myself making into outfits and stuff like that. So it's been fun. I have a lot of boxes coming. I've only found out about ThreadUp this week, so I haven't actually received any of my clothing yet, but I'm very excited about looking at it when I get here. And they do take returns, and if you return, it's a free shipping on returns if you take store credit in with your return instead of doing it. There is a $2 restocking fee per item. So if you get something and it doesn't fit and you don't, you want to return it, you can totally return it. But you do have that restocking fee. But at the same time, I just really like the ethos of the company, so I'm down with that. Anyway, I think that's pretty much it. I hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving, and if you're celebrating Christmas, I hope you have a Merry Christmas or Hanukkah or any of the holidays you will. Then I hope you have a very happy holiday and are spending it with family and people that you love. And family can be, not your biological family. My husband and I live in across the country from my family and his family, but we don't see blood family. We see friends, and that's just fine. So yeah, I am looking forward to this holiday. I am hoping that next time you see me, I will be below 200. So fingers crossed. Ready for 2020. Wow, that just seems weird. I've been really busy at work, and my husband is very lucky. He's taking several weeks off. I am not. I'm trying to get 4 or 5 days off. That would be really great. But anyway, I will see you guys in a month, and I hope you have a very happy holiday, and my pictures are to follow. So, bye.